Hello, this Friday morning. Welcome to the Meliora Mentor Podcast. I am Jocelyn Hillam, the host, and I welcome you to the show today. This month, at the time of this recording, is the month of February, which is the month of love, and it's actually my husband and I's 10-year wedding anniversary. So this month, we're going to talk about ways to strengthen our marriage and to work with our mindset around our marriage. Thanks for joining in. Hi, I'm Jocelyn, the host of the Meliora Mentor Podcast. Meliora means better in Latin. I encourage better thoughts for a better you and a better life through taking small steps in thought and action. I help pregnant women and mothers to find positivity in their season of life through changing their thoughts to work for them and not against them. I help mothers find the small, doable steps without making drastic changes to their everyday life, and I can help you. Thanks for joining. So on the Meliora Mentor Podcast, I speak mainly to mothers who have had a hard time with pregnancy, mothers who have had a hard time transitioning to being a mom. And maybe there have even been some rough spots in your marriage, or some transitions that didn't go as smooth for you as you wanted them to. Maybe marriage has been a little bit harder, but you have this vision of marriage. You want marriage to be beautiful. You want to be in love with each other. You want to be able to look at each other with that deep look of admiration and respect. You want to have cute inside jokes and to have him hold your hand and comfort you at all the right times. The dating time can be so exciting and so fun and so thrilling and so in love, and you just think it should be like that always in marriage. But as you found out over the years, over the times of being pregnant, over having children, that marriage isn't always like that. There are times where it's up and there's times where it's kind of down. There are times when you're getting along and so excited and thrilled to be with each other, and times where you just need your space and your time. Today I'm going to talk about some ways to build and strengthen your marriage that are not going to be hard, but they are going to take remembering. This is a concept I have talked about many times on the podcast, and we'll probably talk about many more times because that's how important it is. When shifting our mindset and thinking about the thoughts we're thinking in relation to our marriage, all of the things and the thoughts compound over time. So small and simple things bring great things to pass, but small and simple things can also bring bad things to pass if you're not careful and intentional at redirecting. Before I get into some of those small and simple things that I'm going to suggest, I want to talk about what even is a relationship. According to the Google definition of a relationship, it is the way in which two or more concepts, objects, or people are connected, or the state of being connected. And that's a good definition, but I heard one from a podcaster a long time ago. I don't remember which podcaster it was, but she basically said your relationship is the thoughts inside your mind. And that was really thought-provoking and kind of an eye-opener to me to think about a relationship that way. My relationship with my husband was my thoughts that I had in my mind about him. So if I was feeling particularly loving about something that he had done, my relationship felt loving. If I was feeling particularly annoyed, or if I was thinking how annoyed I was, that's kind of where the relationship was. So this is why it is so amazing and cool how we can control our thoughts and work with them to create the thoughts that we want about the relationship that we want to have. So amazing and so cool. And we could go deeper into talking about how that works in our mind and how we can shift our mindset to get it to where we want. But this episode, I actually want to talk about marriage tips. I want to talk about those small and simple things that you can do in your marriage right now that can help you grow closer together, that can help you bring your marriage vision to fruition, that can help you to find deeper love and connection with your spouse. And they're small and simple. The first small and simple thing that I'm going to request that you do is to sit by him in the evening. Maybe you guys have gotten used to sitting on separate couches or separate chairs, but sit by him. And if he's in a recliner or something, ask if you can sit on his side or his lap, or ask if he would move to the couch so that you could sit by him. That's all you have to do, is just sit by him. The next thing that I'm going to request is that when you are in the car and you're driving somewhere together, maybe it's to a family gathering or picking your children up for something or a meeting or going to church together as a family, what have you, but when you're in the car together, grab his hand. Ask him if he can hold his hand if his hand isn't readily available to hold. Ask him, or put your hand out there and let him grab it. Hold hands in the car is the second small step I would encourage you to take in your marriage. The third thing that I want you to do is at some point during the day, whichever works best for you, maybe it could be in the morning when you first get up, when you're in the bathroom, when you're getting ready, maybe during lunch, maybe at dinner or after dinner, maybe in the evening before bed. But think of a time that will work best for you to think of 3 things that you appreciate or admire about your husband. You don't even have to write them down, just think of it. I appreciate my husband for the hard work he does for my family. I appreciate my husband for stopping by the grocery store to grab milk on his way home today. I appreciate my husband and the way that he cares for us in providing for our needs. I appreciate my husband for being a worthy priesthood holder who is able to give us blessings when we need. But see how you can think of things that you appreciate that your husband does, or qualities that you appreciate about him. These are 3 small and simple things. They're not going to be very hard to do. The hardest part will probably be to remember to do them. But as you do small things like this, these little things are exactly what is going to help your marriage to become the vision marriage that you hope it would be. It's these little things of holding on to each other, thinking of how much you love and appreciate each other, and striving to be close to each other that is going to create that vision, because it takes these small things to get you deeper and closer together. You've probably heard that families are a foundational unit of society. And in my opinion, in order to have a strong family, a strong marriage is at the top and can help inspire families and can inspire your children to desire to get married, to stay married to the person that they find, and to find joy and happiness because they have watched their parents do it. They've watched their parents do the little things over the years that have inspired them to find their own mate, to marry, and to enjoy that marriage. So it's not only for you that you want to grow closer to your husband, but it's also for your children, for the example you are setting, and for the family you are trying to create. Mama, you're amazing. This life is not easy. It is so hard. I have had a hard month of January with us being sick and up and down with busy work schedules and trying to navigate the sickness, and it is hard. It is hard to be a mom. It is hard to find the happy spots in motherhood and marriage and pregnancy. It's not easy. Sometimes it can be so difficult that a lot of our days have tears. I have been in that boat. In fact, some days and weeks I'm still in that boat. Let's be honest. I still cry about the hardships of being a mom and a wife and feeling like I can't do enough, that I can't get to everything I want to do, and feeling that ache, that heaviness of I can't do everything that I want to, and feeling not good enough. If you feel not good enough and you need some help, you need some deeper help to move out of the rut that you're in, I offer coaching. But my coaching is different. It is designed for busy mothers who want to deepen their relationship with God, who want to increase their opinion of themselves, who want to strengthen their motherhood and their weight loss and their pregnancies, but they need help. I can help you 10 minutes at a time. I do it 10 minutes at a time because that is what a busy mom can fit in. But that also gives me a chance to teach you small and simple things. It gives you a chance to implement the small and simple things, and it's doable. It's so doable. I had a coaching session today for someone on weight loss, and it is so fun for me to help people use their mindset and the tools of your thoughts to help propel you forward in your righteous motherly goals. So if you are interested, please message me at melioramentor@gmail.com. And I know you're probably like, I have no idea how to spell that. So I always put my email in the show notes. It's Meliora. Someday I'll come up with a fun little jingle for that. But I want to help you. I want to help you enjoy your motherhood, your marriage, and your life. So to sum up a little bit of what we talked about today, we talked about doing small and simple things to strengthen your marriage. It is these small and simple things that build up over time to create your marriage what it wants to be. Or if we let other little negative things step in between us and our marriage, it can drive us apart. But we as Christian moms want to drive us together. So 3 ways that we are going to try to bring our relationship, specifically our marriage relationship, to a higher level is we are going to sit by each other in the evenings, close enough to be touching. In the car, we are going to reach out and grab hold of our husband's hands. We're going to hold hands when we drive together in the car. And lastly, we are going to think of 3 reasons we appreciate our husband on a daily basis. These 3 things will, over time, help you strengthen your marriage. Thank you for listening. Thank you for sharing. Thank you also for rating and reviewing this podcast on iTunes. If you haven't done that, could you please do that for me? It helps this podcast to be found by other mothers who could use these mindset tools to have a stronger marriage, motherhood, and pregnancy. Until next time. Thank you for being a part of the Meliora Mentor podcast, for listening, for sharing, and for most of all, applying these tools into your own life to improve your own happiness so that you can find your own better thoughts for a better you and a better life through taking small steps in thought or action to reach your goal. If you are one of those individuals who have an inner desire but are having a difficult time making progress in your goals, I can help you find the small, doable steps without drastic changes to your everyday life. Reach out, let's connect, and let's see you move forward. My name is Jocelyn, and I thank you for listening. Until next time.